The smear of lipstick on my cheek was a bold, deep crimson, the exact shade of betrayal. It wasn't just makeup anymore. It was a mark, a warning, a symbol of something far darker than a simple night out. Liliana, my wife of 10 years, stumbled to the front door in the early morning hours. The smell of cheap tequila clung to her, mingling with a floral perfume that wasn't hers. It was unfamiliar, unsettling, just like everything else about her lately. She fumbled to kick off her heels, then looked at me with glassy eyes and slurred, "Sorry I'm late, babe." She leaned in, leaving a sloppy kiss on my cheek, lipstick transferring with careless ease. "Girls' night went a little long," she added with a giggle. That giggle, once a sound that made my heart lift, a sound I loved, now twisted my stomach. Hollow forced wrong. There had been signs. I'd noticed them and ignored them, tried to reason them away. Missed calls, texts answered with her back turned. The sudden obsession with her appearance. New clothes, new hairstyles, lingerie she hadn't touched in years. She claimed it was for herself, for confidence. I wanted to believe her, but her affection felt rehearsed, her explanations thin. Her eyes would shift when I asked where she'd been, her answers too quick, too perfect. Something was slipping. Something was breaking. Still, I clung to hope. I told myself every couple goes through rough patches, that I was being insecure, that love could fix it. But that night, her reeking of liquor and wearing someone else's scent, I could no longer ignore it. She passed out on the bed within minutes, snoring softly, makeup smudged. I sat beside her, staring. The room was quiet except for the gentle buzz of her phone. I glanced at it. One new message. I hesitated. I had always respected her privacy, but trust is earned, and mine was fading. That message, its timing, its secrecy, pushed me over the edge. The preview showed a number saved as Spa Day. It read, "Tonight was amazing. Miss you already." My hands shook as I unlocked the phone. The messages went back weeks, maybe months. Intimate, emotional, detailed. Talks of hotel rooms, secret meetings in parking lots, laughter, longing, and desire. This wasn't just a fling. It was a fully formed affair built on planning and passion. Then I found the voicemails. 2 of them. The first, a man's voice, smooth, confident. "Hey, beautiful. Just thinking about you. Can't wait to see you tomorrow." I felt sick. The second, Liliana's voice, lighter, breathier, giddy, like she hadn't sounded with me in years. "Oh, Daniel, I can't stop thinking about you either. Being with you, it's everything, Daniel." The name cut through me like glass. I sat in the dim glow of the phone, the truth slicing through me again and again. All the years, the jokes, the holidays, the dreams, they crumbled under the weight of a few seconds of audio. I didn't cry. I didn't yell. I just sat, the phone in my hand, feeling the floor vanish beneath me. By morning, I had made a decision. When she woke, groggy and disoriented, I greeted her with calmness that hid the storm inside me. I brought her coffee and asked, "How was your night with the girls?" "Fun, a little too much tequila, I think," she said with a nervous smile. "Did you go to the spa too?" I asked flatly, edged. She stiffened, coffee trembling in her hand, spilling onto the table. What are you talking about?" she asked, voice shaky. I didn't answer. I pulled out her phone and played the second voicemail. Her voice, desiring another man, filled the room. Her face went ghostly pale. Breath caught. Panic flickered in her eyes. She couldn't deny it. "Who is Daniel?" I asked quietly, every word sharp with restrained fury. She couldn't answer. Her mouth open and closed, searching for words that weren't there. Finally, she choked out, I can explain." "Explain." My voice cracked, pain spilling through. "Explain how you could lie to me, day after day, sneaking behind my back?" In the following days, the truth unraveled. She had met Daniel, a colleague, at a conference months ago. What started as flirtation turned into something more. She said it was a mistake, a moment of weakness, temporary, but the evidence said otherwise. Messages were emotional, voicemails intimate. She hadn't just cheated. She had built another life in the shadows while pretending ours was intact. I couldn't bear it. I couldn't look at her without feeling sick. But I wasn't done. Daniel had to know what he'd done. He needed to feel a fraction of my pain. Finding him wasn't difficult. Social media painted a perfect life. Smiling wife, kids, vacations. I learned where he worked. One night, I waited outside his office, cold fog rising with my breath. When he stepped out, he froze. "You're Liliana's husband," he whispered. "Yes, we need to talk." I didn't shout, I didn't threaten. I showed him the texts, played the voicemails. His confident expression faded to guilt, fear, and realization. He tried to blame Liliana, but I stopped him with one look. "You destroyed my marriage. Now I'll destroy yours." I walked away, not out of vengeance, but necessity. He had made his choices. Now he would pay. Within weeks, the fallout began. Liliana and I filed for divorce. She moved out, leaving the house echoing emptily. She begged, cried, pleaded for a second chance. It was too late. Every glance reminded me of the lipstick, the voicemails, the betrayal. Daniel's life crumbled too. His wife left him, taking the children. His career suffered. His polished existence burned to ash. There were no victors, only devastation. I sold the house, the place we had dreamed of our future. I started over alone. The loneliness hit in waves, but day by day, I rebuilt. Work, old hobbies, friends. Life slowly felt human again. Years later, I saw Liliana in a coffee shop. Older, tired, faint smile, shadowed eyes. We talked, not the affair, just a life of what we'd lost. She apologized sincerely. I forgave her, not to comfort her, but to release myself. Forgiveness wasn't forgetting, wasn't excusing. It was freedom. The lipstick smear, the mark of everything lost, was gone. The betrayal dulled. The wounds healed, the scars remaining as proof. Proof I'd endured, survived, and could feel again. Somehow that was enough.